Audio Jungle.
What was once known as Crown Heights is now Prospect's Lefferts Garden. The neighborhood is changing and there's a lot of gentrification that's going on. Here are some points.
Audio Jungle.
However, this is the future for Brooklyn, where it's going to be tall buildings, condos, family houses that people generally can't afford. What happened to our businesses? They're being forced out by raising the rent price due to the fact that they can't afford the area anymore. They have to accommodate businesses for the new incoming people that's going to live in this area. This is going to be more of a middle class / upper class area in 10 years or so. Some stores have to open longer so they can just meet the price of their new rent. As the neighborhood changed, the food quality changed as well. There used to be a lot of KFC and Chinese food, but now as the neighborhood is changing, we have coffee shops, sushi. That's something we discussed in class. Houses that were abandoned or homes that are being brought out of are being under construction for new homes so they can make a better profit. Also notice that people are selling their homes or being brought out of their own homes for a large amount of money just to reconstruct it and make it into a more modernized home. My question is, where are we going to go? In my neighborhood, I noticed there's a lot of senior citizens that live around here, and they can't afford a $3,000 rent price. If you're going to buy out a people's house and raise the rent for certain apartments, where are we all going to go? How come we can't still live in our neighborhood while the changes are going on? I would like to connect this to a movie I seen in class called Urbanization. They built apartments or homes for people with needs because a lot of people for example, in India, they did not have bathrooms. So they built homes where they have a toilet to use the bathroom because one toilet for 50 people is unsanitary. So my question is, well, not my question, but what I've noticed in my area is that they built homes for people who want to be closer to Manhattan. That's the need, to be closer to the train. A lot of people who live in suburbs, they don't like the suburbs because it takes too long to get to the city where most people work. My area is more of a convenience. There's the 2, there's the 5, there's the Q, and there's the B. These are all transportation that's close to go to Manhattan. Just an easy 1 or 2 blocks, and there you go, transportation. Not only that, we also have Kings County and Downstate Hospital, which most people work in hospitals, and Downstate is also a medical school for students. This project definitely inspired me to know what's going on in my area. But not only that, it worries me. I have lived here my whole life and I am terrified what's going to happen 10 years or 5 years from now. Why is this change happening in my neighborhood? I don't mind the new stores, the coffee shop, but what happens to the original people that are here? I don't agree with gentrification because it's just moving people that you specifically want them to be in just to accommodate or make a profit off these people. I would love to stay in my area if I can, and I don't want nothing to change. Although gentrification for me, for the definition, means to move certain African American and white people and Asians into certain areas and certain groups. So, for example, take an area where it used to be African American and make it to a more white area, or have an area for Asians. I feel like New York is more segregated in terms of where you live. So if you're black, can you really move into an Asian community? Everything is segregated. That's what I believe gentrification is.